between Team Goons and Team SNO. Of course, Team Goons took a very strong game number 1, ending it with a 20k gold lead. So, interested to see how game 2 goes.
Already, I see a much better draft here from Team SNO, much more cohesive, much more normal, I would say. Obviously, we can't be imposing our own meta will on the on our players here, but there's a reason why there's a meta, usually because it's pretty good, and this looks pretty good from SNO, at least compared to last game.
Yeah, a lot of assassins on the side of Team SNO. You've got the Kai'Sa with a lot of in-fight mobility, plus the Zed and Akali. And then you've got the Wukong and the Braum to set up. So I really like what their team fighting can potentially look like. But anytime I see a Ziggs, I'm terrified, Daniel. I hate this champion. I hate him with a burning passion. He's the worst. He has so much poke. He just massacres towers. Look at what they've done to my mid lane. And it's just so painful to watch.
You know, I've been playing like exclusively ARAM lately, and I share your pain. He's even worse than ARAM. It's just complete cancer.
It's the worst.
It's
the
really,
absolute worst.
It is absolutely frustrating. I can share your experience there. As far as like individual matchups is concerned, Camille and Akali, that's going to be a classic one over in solo lane. Ziggs and Zed, the two Z boys, they're going to be going at it, and kind of opposite champions here, with Zed like getting up close and personal, getting in your face and assassinating you, whereas Ziggs, like you mentioned, just endless poke. So let's see how that turns out.
And the bottom lane, of course, from Team Goons is going to be exactly as safe as that Ziggs is going to be. There's like no way you push Ezreal Janna out of lane unless you're all-inning, but as a Braum, like how are you going to get close enough? You're not. If they give you a position of Winter's Bite, they're already too close.
Yeah, that can be quite the issue there. So we'll see how that turns out. Obviously, Janna is like so interesting as a champion because she's typically underrated by a lot of players, I would say. But when you get Ezreal going on her and you have that extra damage coming out from just using your E, I think when I played a lot of Janna, I think people didn't realize that when you shield them, it like, you know, it buffs them, gives them a boof, as I like to say.
Yeah.
And I don't like, it's like go, you have the shield. It's like, and then they're like, no, it's not my time. Like, no, you have more damage. Go.
It's time for me to run. I have a shield. I'm safe. It's time to leave.
Exactly. It's the feels
bad.
The
best thing to do on Janna has always been and forever will be shield yourself. Going for the autos. You're the
going
carry
for the
now.
damage. Just go full AD Janna and get in there.
Exactly. Go all in for it. Infinity Edge first.
All right. Well, getting into the game here. Looking at MTS at the moment on that galloping Camille. See how he turns out in this game. Typically, it's a good fight between Akali and Camille, but I don't know. I just trust MTS to kind of, you know, dunk some fools this game as well.
Yeah. Camille is really maneuverable. She's really good in those 1v1s. She's going for a very in and out kind of build with that grasp. Sin is
he's
in an odd position.
He's doing some stuff. He's been a little bit aggressive. See, this is one of those things where it might catch someone off guard, and it just feels like, okay, my thoughts are all over the place, but let me just try to throw them out here. So, SNO, it feels like 5 separate players doing their own thing, and when Sin goes in there in a solo queue match, it might cause some issues. But in a team that's together like this, who have played competitive, you know, AOV before in the past and know how to play as a team, they tend to shut things down like that. A little solo nuisance, they're going to be like, what if we just kill you with more than one person? And that tends to be the problem here.
What if you just died? Like, have you ever thought about that? I mean, we're seeing Sin get punished for it now. This is the problem with like the Zed Ziggs matchup early. Is so hard for Zed being a melee carry, being an assassin, getting poked out, and it theoretically could get easier at level 5. But if Hoon has stasis or just really good spacing, you've got barrier. It's real easy to survive against Sin. Look at that level difference already. Level 3 versus level 1.
Oof. Yeah, that is particularly painful. The weird thing, the funny thing is, you wouldn't really think so, but when you have like a level, or when you get like 10 to 15% damage on you on like early in the game, it can really determine like how you play the lane here, and particularly in a situation in which you're against a very pokey champion like Hoon is. Yeah,
my
he was just
God.
gonna win the 1v2. That's how this is gonna happen.
Oh my
And a
God.
flash out. Okay. Wow, you go in 2v1 and then you have to flash out because you're about to die.
Gume,
Wow,
so good.
that was beautiful.
The
The
Q
flash
flash
charge.
combo, stunning.
So is that? Do you use two fingers with your right hand, or is that like a left hand situation there? Trying to-
Let's think, because you're doing.
Or
he's
maybe
gotta
you just
claw it a little.
maybe you just let go of your charge and then you just very quickly move your thumb over to the flash.
Maybe you have the Asus ROG phone with the air triggers.
This is something that PC players do not have to think about. You have to,
Yeah,
like,
there's no claw grip on PC. You just hit the key.
it's almost like, you know, an FPS player on PC where you kind of have your elbow arcing off to the side, right? With like the keyboard.
You have
all
like
crazy.
the sideways keyboard.
Yeah.
Hoon is so aggressive, but it's because Gume is just right around the corner.
Yeah, for sure. It's also just knowing your opponent's cooldowns. Zed's cooldowns are surprisingly long in the early game, and Hoon's like, I've played that champion. I know how screwed you are right now. I'm gonna chase you. I don't care how low I am, and if you're Zed, and then most players just wouldn't
Oh
do
my
that.
God.
The bait was so real. He's like, hi, Mr. Sir, hi. I see you there. I'm gonna flash away now. Bye-bye.
Gume's denial of this game has been so good. Rest forced to Monsoon here, but that's gonna be enough zoning off. Sin still doesn't have ultimate. I just want to point this out.
Oh,
Everyone
boy.
else in the game does.
Yeah, including Ziggy here, or Jiggy, excuse me. I can't see his name, but I would really want him to see it go with that killer instinct. Have that killer instinct, Jiggy. Let's do it.
Yeah, just do it. Dive. See what happens.
I mean, the Monsoon was used. It wouldn't be the worst move in the world. Let's be real.
Yeah, I mean, you could find a kill off of it. You're going to need some, especially for SNO. They're already down 2k. Sin got spotted out
flash
here,
in.
so...
Flash ult in from Sin. And Hoon still has 60% health. Well, 50% now.
Yeah, Hoon is not worried about this at all. Hoon is just so funny.
This might be interesting, though.
Yeah, they're going for the steal. Gume over the wall. Finds it! Oh my God! There's the Hextech ultimatum into the back as well. Brown Bag has the ult out with the perfect execution. Double kill so far to MTS, and SNO just running away, tails between their legs with a sliver of health.
That was just beautiful timing. They're just like 1, 2, 3, go! Steal the Drake, win the team fight, easy peasy. I mean, their players aren't even in low in health. That was just excellent timing there from the side of Goons.
Yeah, they look so good. This is ridiculous. You've already got this massive 4K gold lead building at just 5 minutes into the game. So, they're gonna really struggle to shut down the Goons here because Gume has always been there to defend Hoon. That was where you can find your lead in this mid lane. All the other lanes, I feel like, are just impossible to find leads in. You've just got to find picks. You've got to find fights around the objective that aren't straight on 5v5s. But Team Goons are just giving it to them.
I was gonna say I don't want to look too far ahead, but I mean, if Goons do win this game, it is the next series where they'll probably be going against Tribe. So, I mean, just looking at the execution around the Dragon Pit. Well, I guess hold that for a second here. Oh, okay, it's fine. Their execution around the Dragon Pit was like arguably better than what we've seen from Tribe, because Tribe have botched, you know, a couple here and there where they've been a little bit too late. Maybe they took the Drake, but, you know, slightly lost team fight or vice versa, and that was just completely clean there. Obviously, you know, no offense to Team SNO, but the level of opponent does play a role here in their kind of timing. Oh,
Yeah.
that was nice.
Oh my God.
Oh boy.
That's such a cute play there from Ziggs. And now Brown Bag in a little bit of trouble. Just hiding in the shroud, finds the ultimate out, but we'll just get dove under tower. Gume with the assassination. Mr. Sir looking for the Cyclone, finds the knockup onto Gume. Gume so low.
Oh.
They finally find a kill in return. Gume finds the shield, doesn't find Mr. Sir, but MTS will get the shutdown nonetheless. First kill on the board there for Team SNO.
Yeah, and it is a shutdown kill, so are going to be catching up in, or not really catching up in gold, but, you know, keeping it interesting at the very least. 7k still in the pockets here of Goons, which is not great, but, you know, or not great for SNO, I should say, but they'll manage, I suppose.
Yeah, Team Goons are real happy with it, Daniel.
Oh, I don't know. They might be perfectionists. They're like, why isn't it 10K at this point?
Exactly. My parents after a report card. Could always be an A+.
A minus. What is this? What is this nonsense? I did not raise you to get A minus. I did not raise you to put minuses on your report card.
Exactly.
We only get pluses here.
And raise you to lose that Rift Herald. Team Goons.
Yeah, Team Goons wholly uninterested in getting Rift Herald. By the way, the fact that your 2 on Ziggs can just kill turrets, I am anti 2 killing. It's like, and also, I don't know if this has always been the case, or maybe I just recently realized it, but there's like an indicator. It's like, now your 2 will kill this turret. Just hint, you might want to use your 2 on it.
just a mild suggestion here. Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Yeah, just...
that was an A minus Infernal Bomb there.
That's what I gotta say about that.
That
A minus execution there.
Just not even hitting anyone. It was kind of zoning. It maybe, you know. Disappointed.
I think the most interesting thing is like both games here. Team Goons have had this massive lead in the early game, and then the first Herald comes up, and they just kind of ignore it. They don't bother with it. They just kind of just leave it there.
They could just kill the Herald when the other team releases it. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
I like how it's headed top on a like 1,000-mile journey to the top lane tier 1. It was released in the tier 2. Be free, Herald!
Yeah, day 1. I have encountered my first turret. It seems to be red. I have a long journey ahead of me. Day 2, starting to get hungry. Starting to make my own food here.
Day 3, located honey fruit snack bar.
What do you
Look, it just spawned. The Herald's got food.
Nice. Oh my god, look at this. Oh, go for it. Go for it, Herald. Get that turret. MTS is like, fine, I'll deal with it. I'm on my way.
Just hit another mid lane tower. Finn finds a way out there, so, I mean, it's something.
Yeah, I mean, is it gonna plate? Maybe. Not quite, but, you know, it's close. Got a turret and almost a plate. We're feeling good.
I think that's just like the best you can hope for at this point. Team Goons are so far ahead, you can just find those little tiny slivers of gold every now and then.
And then in a real, I keep slandering SNO. I'm sorry. In a real match, with 306.
I love that. You're just like, I just keep slandering them. So, anyways, back to the slander.
So, in this type of situation, right? You all day, every day trade their tier 2 turrets for your tier 3, right? Or tier 1. I don't know which one you want to call it. The outer turrets, right? Because you're getting closer to killing their inhibitors, and once you get their inhibitors, then they're on the back foot the entire time. So you make that trade every single time. They didn't really need to do it this time, but I think they're kind of practicing for like, we need to make these decisions at some point. We can't have our cake and eat it too when it really matters.
Yeah. They're going to be trying to find their cake here at the Baron buff, but I don't know how you do this. You're down 12k gold. The only way I think you have back into this is just consistently finding picks, or I guess to their credit, a Hail Mary Baron would keep them in it for a little bit longer.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk. We've been talking about how SNO can get into this game. I'm already looking. I'm trying to like assess how good Goons is in comparison to Tribe already. Just like moving on.
That's fair. That's an incredibly fair way to approach this match.
I'm like, okay, is this they're killing them by 13k gold, but is it going to be good enough against Tribe?
But would Tribe have 14k here?
Yeah, that is the question here.
I think the difference to your point is that Tribe are a lot more aggressive with their leads. This is admittedly a fairly dominant game, but they seem to be more choking out than pushing through. Just taking these little tiny advantages here and there and making sure it's an insurmountable amount, whereas the times that I've seen Tribe, it has been just, okay, I see that you're still alive somewhere within the proximity of not your fountain. See ya.
Yeah. I don't know if this is the case with European Wild Rift, but this is like, I feel like they're going full EU here, referring to Team Goons. Just kind of playing it nice and safe and one step at a time.
100%. Yeah. Everyone but Na'Vi plays it like this. And then Na'Vi are my favorite team in Europe because they'll just be like, why don't we just kill them? Oh, and they'll all dive.
Did you see that damage out of the Brawl? It's like 2 abilities from Hoon. and he's just gone. His health bar is gone. And it's supposed to be the most tanky.
Oh
champion
my
on this
God.
side. He couldn't
The
even get his 2 up
towers,
to kill the. He couldn't even get his 2 up to kill the tower. Oh my goodness.
Mega
this damage.
Inferno Bomb on the Nexus finds the kill. That's when you know it's gone. Team Goons take the 2-0 over Team SNO, and will likely be going up against some stiff competition. So